Hello, welcome to Topper Machine. I'm Josh Topper. So what do machine shop and honeybees have in common? Absolutely nothing. It's just a hobby my wife and I picked up years ago. We've been doing it actually about 6 years now, and we really enjoy it, but the weather here in northern Wisconsin is harsh, very harsh, horrible area to keep bees in, but bees are essential to life on Earth. So without them, we'd all die. And it's a lot of fun. It's relaxing for us, but it's a good thing. We're in an area where there's really no pesticides. There's not much agriculture. It's all forests and lakes and swampland. So there's a lot of stuff for them here. And so we decided to do it just for fun, and we've enjoyed it. But every year is really tough. We've only overwintered bees one winter, and that was last winter. And they made it through, and we had a really good year. And then last winter, they all starved to death this past winter. And it wasn't because they had no food stores, it was because it was so cold and miserable that they never broke cluster and couldn't get over to the food. And they died with food inches away from them. So we're gonna go ahead and get out to the hive and get these guys put in. Well, girls. These are all girls. So if you ever wonder why bees are all crabby, that's why. So let's get out to the hives and let's get them in. So we're all suited up, ready to go. You're probably wondering why the duct tape on the pant leg. Have you ever had a bee crawl up your leg and sting you in the balls? Think about that one for a minute. So we're gonna go out and get these guys into the hive, but now we're having a freak thunderstorm. Just all of a sudden the skies opened up and it started dumping. So I'm not gonna do this in the rain. They don't like that kind of weather, so we're just gonna wait until things get better out, and then we'll go do this. So what we got here are Langstroth hives, and they are a 10 frame, and these are deep boxes. They're shallow boxes that are generally used for honey production. We don't have those out right now just because we're trying to get the bees to start building and growing the colony. So I'm going to go ahead and open the hive up, and I'll just pull a couple frames out so you can see what they are. And it's this one, and the one on the end is the one we're going to use for the bees. We're going to put them in. All right, so I'm just going to pull a frame out of the middle here and show you what we got. Now, this frame still has some dead bees in it, but these new bees will clean them out. We can't quite get them all out. But this is an empty frame that's already been drawn with comb. And there's a bunch of pollen right there. Boy, that wind is wild today. And I want to get these guys in before things get really bad out here. But when I said they made it through winter with lots of stores, all of this white up here is capped honey. And this side has some capped honey, but a lot of nectar ready to be capped to turn into honey. So there's quite a bit here. So we're giving these bees a really good start for next year. So both of these boxes are loaded with honey on both sides, and then open frames in the middle with pollen and nectar spread throughout, but empty cells for the queen to start laying eggs in. The first thing I need to do here is I got to get this cover off. And that's just as simple as, I think I'll just pull the staples using my hive tool, if I can, or I'll just pop the whole cover. And so once we get under the cover, we can see the can, which is just suspended in there. It's got a bunch of holes on the bottom for feeding. All it is a feeder can full of sugar water. I'll get that staple out of there because I do need to use that cover one more time. All right, and this strap right here is actually holding the cage that the queen is in. So I'm going to put my gloves on right now, and we'll get this can out of here, get the queen out of here, and get ready to put them in the hive. All right, I got the staple out of the queen cage here, and I got my little piece of plywood ready. Now, this is going to seem strange, but I need to get the bees all separated from where they are. And it's probably going to seem kind of violent, but it's the way you do it. So take it, smack them down, and then I got to get that jar out of there. You see how they all dropped? Come on. So I get this can out of here, and I'm going to get a few bees out of here. No doubt about that. And I'll just cover them back up so no more can get out. All right, right here in this little cage is the queen. And I don't know if you can see that with focus and whatnot, but I'm going to put her in my pocket to keep her safe and warm. Because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to whack these guys again and dump them in this hive. Okay, so I've got the GoPro set up so you can watch this and hear this. It's pretty wild. So I smack it again, make sure they're all down. Cover off. Dump them in. So I smack it again, make sure they're all down. Cover off. Dump them in. Now that I got that far, so the next thing I really got to do is I got to get this queen ready to be released, and there's a little cork in the end of this queen cage. I got to get that out, and there's some candy in there, and the other bees will eat it out to get her out. But you see that big bee in there? I hope you can see it. That's the queen. So we don't release her right away. The other bees do that work for me, so I just got to get her ready to be released. All right, I got the queen cage uncorked, and actually what this box on top here is a feeder box that we built, and so giving me the space, I just put her right on top, and now I'm going to put my top cover on. Or my inner cover. This is called an inner cover. And I'm going to take the rest of our bees and just set the box right in front of the hive so that they can figure out how to go in. And I'll put my top cover on. And I forgot to hit record. We missed the missed the second dumping. But as you can see, they're pretty ornery right now. Or maybe you can't see that. There's a lot of bees flying around. And that's just normal. So we'll give them a little time to calm down and come back and check on them in a few hours. I might have to take and shake the cages back out one more time because they like to tend to go back to the bee cages. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. I did lie to you guys a bit. There weren't all females in that box. There were some drones. Those are the males. And I'll try to get a little clip of them and put here, just show the difference. But that's maybe why they're always so crabby. Maybe it's because there's men in there. I don't know. I just think it's because they're all women. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun for me. I really regret not getting that second dumping. It's hard to hit the button when you're wearing gloves like that. And don't forget to check out the machine shop content if you're new to the channel and seeing the beekeeping stuff for the first time. Check out the machine shop, check out the sawmill. A lot of cool stuff here, so stay tuned, see what's next. And if you want to see more of this, just comment and let me know. And until next time, get out in your shop and get it done right the first time.